Hi guys, and welcome to The Infected. Today we are going to be starting a whole new game. Why? Because there has been a massive update and you will need to restart your game. Your old save game files will no longer be good. So with this massive update, first of all, we're just gonna start building our base to get that underway while I talk a bit about the new update and what we have, what's new, and all of that, and how things have changed. So the first thing that I want to point out that is new, the map has finally been redone. The map is totally new. It is totally changed. The first things that I see with this new map is these little pickaxes. These mean this is extraction sites. So you're going to need to place mineral extractors here now to get your ore in each one of these. So that's going to take quite a bit of extractors. Now, extractors are not cheap to make. It's going to take a bit. 20 iron ingots and 8 planks. So also to note, the only way to get iron now is by crafting them on the forge. You will need to forge for them. You will have to put the stones like you've done before and get fragments and take the fragments and put them in there to get your iron ingots. So it's going to take quite a bit to get this going. So your beginning gameplay may be a bit slow because of this. So let me go ahead and put these foundations on so we can get started. I might be all over the place, you guys. I've had a kind of a difficult time recording this episode just because it's been so long. If you don't remember, the last video that I made of this game was almost a month ago. So it's been a little while for me in this game, but it does feel good to be back playing it. I did really like this game a lot. The last time I had played this, we had gotten all of the blueprints. We were just starting to make solar panels. I didn't quite have power just yet. So hopefully this time around we'll get power. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do it this time. But I'm really excited because there's a lot of cool changes that they've come out with. So one of the things also with this, so you're gonna not only need mineral extractors for these things, but you're gonna need it to get coal as well, and you're gonna need the coal for the oil extractor down the road. So you do need to find that tech, which brings me to the next point. If you look at the map, the second thing I noticed is that it's broken into 3 separate areas, with water separating between them. Now there's no military bases. They've taken out all of the military bases altogether. They've now been replaced with 3 villages. There's 3 villages that you can find. They don't show on the map. At least I don't see them on the map unless it's like this. There's these things. I don't know. You can't zoom in. You can't do anything. We'll have to just take a look and see. But there's these villages, and in each of these villages, you're going to find 3 to 4 tech blueprints. So that's how you get your blueprints. So you're definitely going to want to make little outposts around these extractors, and I think these villages might take some time to find. We'll find out all about that later, but they might take a little bit of time to find all of the techs. So you might not make it to your base. So you might want to have like a small base throughout the world, which is really cool. It does give you a point to build outside of your base, which I like that idea a lot. So also with that, the mineral extractor now is the only way to get aluminum. The aluminum nodes have all been replaced. They're gone. I mean, not replaced. They're totally gone. So you now have to use that extractor to get those. And they've added cobalt to the game, which is super cool. You'll be able to get copper, cobalt, and aluminum, from what I understand, from the mineral extractor, and those are the only way to get those things. You still get iron from the stones. You'll have to smelt the stones to get the iron. So when you would smash these boulders, you'd get 1 iron ingot. You no longer get that. So It's going to be a little grindy in the very beginning, but I think it'll be fine once we get going. We'll have to see. So let's go ahead and place down this ramp right here. We're going to need 4 planks and 3 logs. Okay, so we got our ramp up here. I'm going to make a little bigger. I think we're going to do a 3x3 area. We're going to want those forges fairly quick. I'm also going to want to make a storage box, which the storage boxes have changed. They now look different, which I'm super excited about. So let's come up here and actually let's go ahead and build ourselves one of those storage boxes right here. And we'll just put this down. We can move it later. We're just gonna set this down here. It's gonna take 8 planks, so we'll need to get that. There we go. We have the storage, and look at it. It's still big, but it looks so much better. I really like the look of this. Also with this makes me really, really excited. I don't know why. When it comes to storage, I'm organized. All right. So under storage, we have new chest racks. So it does take quite a bit of planks, but it only takes 6 iron ingots. That's not too bad. But we have these chest racks. So I'm not gonna build it right now, but what this does is allow you to stack. It looks like you're going to be able to fit 4 chests in there, perhaps. We'll have to try that out. But that is going to allow you to stack your chests on top of each other so you can kind of organize it a little bit better. I love that idea so much. Good job, developer. This is amazing. This is one of my favorite features that you have added. There is now a cobalt ingot shelf as well to put your new cobalt in. Everything else, I believe that's the only things that are different is the chest rack and there. Power, there has now been added a wind turbine. You have to find that tech to get that. So the wind turbine is costly and it produces only half the power of solar panels, but it will generate all day and all night, which the solar power panels only are during the day, obviously. So it might want to have like a combination. I think that's what I might do, is have a few of these to always be generating, especially in the beginning. It does take 4 iron ingots, 4 copper, 4 cobalt, and 10 aluminum. So it is pretty pricey. He's not lying. It is pretty pricey for that. So what else have we got? So there is now biofuel. So here's the cobalt ingots and the cobalt ore. It's a real bright blue. So this is new. This can be crafted on the workbench using 3 spoiled food. Okay, so that's really cool. We now have a reason to use our spoiled food. I like that. And you use this to get biofuel to use as a fuel source for your mineral extractor. So you'll be doing this very early on. It looks like, yeah, it just takes 3 spoiled food. So we're going to want things to spoil then to get fuel for that. There supposedly is a new food prep table. Okay, so he's taken the table that he put in. One of the last things he put in the old game was tables. So he's taken the table and turned it into a food prep table. So this is where you're going to make your stew mixes, and that is on there instead of the workbench. That's kind of cool. I actually like that idea. Also to know, as I'm looking through these recipes, there are corners now. There's wooden roof corners. That's really cool. And it is 7 p.m. and I've been sitting here chatting about this update and I have not put in anything here. Well, we got to get going here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish building this. We're going to need to make a bed as well. So I'm real hesitant on letting these logs sit. I did play a little bit before I started recording. I just kind of wanted to check out things and see. And then I did try recording. Like I said, I've had a little bit of a time trying to record this for some reason. But the stone, I cracked open one of these rocks, and the stones, I let them sit on the ground while I was doing other things, and maybe a couple minutes passed and the stones totally disappeared. So we might want to be careful of that. The logs have not yet disappeared. I did have a bunch, but now I'm a little bit paranoid on letting these logs, because if the rock was despawning after a little bit of sitting, just a couple minutes, and I don't know, that could be a bug. I'm not sure, but I don't want to find out. Oh, we need to eat. Nothing has changed there. We are a little bit dizzy here, so we're going to have to eat one of these fabulous. Oh, it's thirsty. Let's drink that then. We might as well go ahead and eat one of these, fill us all up. We got a lot of work to do, so we're gonna go ahead and we need to get some planks going here. We need more planks. It's the bark that's getting me encumbered. I have forgotten about how heavy that bark is. So we are just gonna drop that off. Oh, also a thing to note is that now you can alt right click things in, but you can also right click them out. So that is really nice. I like that a lot. And it's gonna storm. Okay, so we have down these foundations here. I want to see, I'm going to move these, maybe. Oh, you know what? I'm going to leave them there, actually. We'll leave them there. We are going to, first of all, we're going to want to get some, well, we're going to need a bed, first of all, because it's about to be night, and we're going to want to sleep. So let me just place this down randomly. I don't really care. I don't have walls, but we can move it later, hopefully. There we go. Oh, I accidentally slept. Well, I guess we're sleeping. Okay, well, that happened. That happened. We slept by accident. Oh, well. So we're gonna need to get some water. We're gonna want forges. I'm just gonna set these kind of around because we want to get this iron going like as soon as possible. We're just going to set a bunch of these down. I'm putting them far away from the edge so that I can later put down walls like this, because I don't know that it would place them if they're in the way. So this is gonna get the important stuff, although we can't actually light these because it is raining. So you know what, I'm actually gonna have to, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to put down walls right now so I can put a little roof over top of it just to cover my forges. So I think that is the inside, if I remember correctly. Another thing that has changed is there's now window panes. There's glass in the window frames. So I believe, is that in here? Yes, wooden window. But I think, well, we can't do it now, obviously, but it does say that you're gonna need to have glass panes added to the windows. So windows now require glass to build. Okay, we're gonna get this. I could always build one of these. I was thinking I could always build the, where is it? The shelter. I could always build one of those, which I still might, because I kind of want to do like I did last time and have a campfire under it. But I really want to get this going. I just think we are really going to need this iron like fast to get this mineral extractors going. Before we even find any tech or anything, we're going to want those mineral extractors in place. A few of them anyways. And now it's not raining anymore. But we're still going to keep going and finding these rocks are spawning just like before, which is fine. I'll pick them up. I believe in the swamps they added a new tree to the swamp, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for that. We're gonna build one of these stone crates. It does take an iron ingot, but we're gonna get that ready so that we can just collect stone really fast while we're working on our base. So we're gonna need 8 planks for that and 1 ingot. And obviously we're not gonna have an ingot for a little bit because, you know, like a few minutes. So I'm gonna have to get these. Actually, I'm gonna put this stone I have on me in this forge. We're gonna get these going right now. So before you would hit this, you would get the copper or you would get the iron. I think you would always get 1 iron. Well, now I have 1 copper. There's no irons. It doesn't drop from this, but that just means that I believe in this area is only gonna be copper. So maybe if I were to go over to this area and harvest, I might get aluminum or cobalt, and it'd have that in that area. It does say in the notes that the 1 piece of ore that you get it tells what's in that area. You know, in the old game, aluminum was, you know, somewhere around here on the old map. It was like further away from your base. So I'm wondering if some, like, this isn't cobalt way over here, or, you know, it's in a little bit harder area maybe. We'll have to see. Also to note, these villages that we have to go to get the tech, there's also lootable items scattered throughout the villages. So you can actually get loot now from those villages, not just the tag, but loot. That's really cool. So I can't wait to see what you're able to get from that. So you do get some copper, 1 copper piece, but you really don't need copper anymore for the recipes that you once did. They have changed that. It also, maybe it's just this area, but I'm surrounded by hills, y'all. Look at the cliffs. Oh, there's a cliff up there. That's really neat. So I see what they're saying. There's new cliff mesh. I think that's what they're talking about is up there. That's really cool. Really neat. Also with the roof, these roof pieces now take clay as well as wood logs and planks. So you're going to need some clay for that. Okay, so there we have our first forge. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in here. We're going to split this in half. We're going to put half of this in here. And then we're going to go ahead and start working on this iron. Because it's going to take a whole lot. I hope it doesn't rain because I don't have a roof up yet. Okay, so we have all of our walls up. I'm going to get this roof started. I know I'm not doing so good with the food, you guys. I'm super focused. Actually, we will go ahead and we are going to go ahead and build this, this piece right here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put this somewhere like here. It's very similar. I know it's very similar to what I had before, but guys, that's just, you know, that's just how it is. We're gonna make this campfire here so we can get some water. I'm all out of water and I really don't want to eat MREs just for the water. I also did notice there's cucumber plants over here. So that's good. I did see a melon as well. And I've got a spear now so I can get some fish. Also, if you haven't noticed, the foliage is different. Right now, I have the foliage set to medium, but it can go all the way up. They did even reduce. So this is the all the way up, and they did reduce it. It's not near as bad, but it's still quite a bit for me. So I just turn it down, the foliage down to medium. You can turn it all the way off if you like. That's what I did last time around playing this game, but I kind of like the medium. It's not so bad. It's tolerable. So we're going to go ahead and leave that. We got this. We're going to have to go boil us some water. That's not enough. Let me put the rest of these stones in here. And we're going to put this in here. And we will... Gosh, it's good to be back playing this game, y'all. It is so nice. Okay, we're going to take this out. I'm wondering how long this is going to take me. Now, you know, I know what I'm doing. I don't think this is going to take me too long. We will have to see. We will have to see. Wait, what did I need for those baskets? Was it planks? Did I need planks for this? Because I'm starting to get far out. I do need an iron ingot. I'm going to get some more stone. I am getting to where I've gotten all of the boulders. These are clay, I believe. So here's a boulder. We'll go ahead and get this. There we go. We're no longer dizzy. Great. Good job. I only need one more fragment. And we got our door. Oh, and it's the right way. It's the right way. Remember the first time I ever made a house in this game? I had it on backwards. Yeah. Okay, so let me, while I'm here, we're going to go ahead and place down our ceiling, our roof. So this is a corner piece, apparently. Let's place that down. Not quite sure how this is going to go. It's kind of hard for me to see the ghosty image. Oh, my fire just went out because it's raining. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about these pieces here hanging down. Nothing changed with the water. The water is real. The need for water is real. Okay, so we've got a cover. At least we've got this covered. Let me drop that and let's see. Let's take this stuff out and we're gonna move these a bit. We do have enough now to go ahead and make an iron ingot. All right, so we can go ahead and make our iron ingot. We'll also put this stuff in there and this. So at least we can add this. We can make this crate. I need 4 more planks. So we got that. So when we can go get a bunch of stone, it'll go a lot faster. We're gonna go ahead and sleep. Okay, so it's almost 7:30 in the morning. We're gonna go ahead and eat one of these because our protein is gone. We're gonna have to get meat somehow. I'm gonna need a bow and arrow. So we're gonna need stick and rope. Now I'm gonna need workbench for the rope. We're gonna need the workbench right about now. So we're gonna just kind of put this over here. Let's see, I'm gonna have forges over here though. We can always move it later. And we're gonna need an iron ingot and 10 plank for that as well. We're gonna go get ourselves some stone. Actually, right here is an iron ingot, right here. Might as well grab these as well. So far, I've not had any bears or any wolves or anything attack, but that doesn't mean they won't. I'm not sure if they will or not, but I know the Vambies, I have it set so far out. I won't get attacked by the first Vambie for like 20 days, or 10 days. I can't remember where I put. It's quite a ways in the distance, just because I know I'm a slow builder, y'all. I'm a real slow builder. We are gonna need to have our time to get everything. So I knew the grind was going to be a bit slower in the beginning, so I wanted to allow that time. So I may end up changing that down the road. We're gonna need, I've cleared all the rocks in this area. We need to go out. These are all clay. And already, even though the density of this foliage is not so bad, it's hard to see stuff. So already we are going to go ahead and turn that all the way off just so I can see better. Here we go. Here is a boulder. There's 2 of them. Okay, so I didn't get any copper out of that one. I did not get any copper out of that. So it must be just in that area over there is where the copper. So I'm guessing if I were to put an extractor right here, it'd probably be nothing but coal. It wouldn't be any copper or anything. So we'll see. I'm going to crack this one open and we'll see if we get any copper out of this. Stones. Stones. Okay, yeah. These are all just stones. So yeah, once it hits the grassy area here, I'm thinking that the copper will only be in this. Let's see where we're at on the map here. Let me go back to where I was and let's see where we're at on this map. So yeah, I think it's directly in that area. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. So yeah, you only get where you're supposed to put the extractors. I may have wanted to leave those nodes in place till I had an extractor made, maybe. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna know it's in that area. We're gonna go ahead and try and kill this sheep. How bad can that be, right? Where'd he go? Where did he go? Dang it, I missed. Oh, they're too fast. No, I'm horrible at throwing the spear. Yo, we're gonna give up on that. We'll go get ourselves some fish instead. Okay, we got a couple fish. So the food table, the stuff to the food has changed a bit. I'm gonna pause this for a second. So I just wanna see which would be better to make, either the jerky or in the campfire. So the food table, they have tweaked it a little bit, made it a little bit more balanced. Cooked meat is gonna give you 2 to health and -5 to thirst. It's going to give you 1 carb, 20 proteins, and 20 fats. So that's what I'm really looking at there. Compared to the dried fish is 1 to health, -8 to thirst. So it's 3 points worse. It's 1 carb, but it is 35 in proteins. So it's higher in proteins, but lower in fats, only 8 to fats. So it's 15 more points to protein and 12 points less in fats. So I think you might want a combination maybe in the beginning. So because I need the protein so badly, I think we are going to go ahead and make a drying rack here. Let's see, food, drying rack. We're gonna put that right in here with our campfire, I think. We'll put it like this. There we go. What does that take? Stick. Oh, we need rope. And we need an ingot. So I'm gonna need to get these going. Okay, we gotta continue on with this stuff here. So I think for now I'm gonna have to cook some of that fish in the fire. I really am glad that I did get to play the first time around before this change, just because now I'm more experienced with how things work and it's a little bit faster for me. If I was brand new, imagine how long this would take. This would take a while. I mean, it's already gonna take a while, but it would take even longer, I feel like. I'm gonna have to work on this, I think, later. I'm gonna have to mess around with it off camera. That's all there's gonna be to that. So we've got 3 ingots already, so it's not too bad. I have been doing this. Well, I've been recording now so far an hour and a half, but I've been doing the stones here for probably the last 20 minutes, 30, 25 minutes, probably about the last 25 minutes. So it's not too bad to get 3 ingots, which we don't need it for that. We needed it for the drying rack. Oh, you know what? Yo, I have these fishes. I have these fishies I forgot about. Nothing has changed. We leave things on here all the time. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and eat this. We're not going to get to the mineral extractor. It's going to take too much. That'll be the next episode. I think I've pretty much covered everything except that this bed apparently now has a spawn point, but spawn point enabled. E to use bed, right mouse click to make spawn point. So because this is my only bed, it's not doing it. I can right click all day and nothing happens. But if I were to make another bed, you're able to set multiple spawn points. So my goal is to put a little house. We're talking a 2x2 area, which would be like this here, and have a bed, a storage chest, maybe a forge or a campfire, and then have it fenced in with the extractor around the site. Because I just think it's going to be very helpful to have those spawn points. You can just, if something happens, you can choose to spawn back here or whatever. Especially the further out. Maybe not so much here because these are close. This one's real close. This one's really close. So, but as we get farther out and over here and into village area, which I can't wait till we get to. So yeah, we've got a nice little start. So next time when we get together, this will most likely be done. This most likely will have a ceiling and I'll probably have all the things going. We'll see. I'm going to grind. I'm going to do a major grind. Let's see what else. I'm going to pause this and read the notes to see if I missed anything else. Oh yes, Vambies no longer drop Kevlar. That was another thing. Kevlar is now made in your crafting table. So if I go here, it says Kevlar. You takes 3 cloth, 3 plastic, and 10 plant fiber, and you have to craft it on the loom, and that'll give you a piece of Kevlar. The Vambies no longer drop them. Hopefully, before I do get attacked, I will have all that in place. I have a full set of armor and stuff. So I think I got all of the major things that has been changed with the game. So I think that is gonna be it. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.